What a terrible, terrible way to end Monday Night Raw tonight. Kicking off this Thanksgiving weekend, this Thanksgiving tradition this Sunday. The Thanksgiving, the day after. The day, just days after Thanksgiving on WWE. This Saturday night. The name of my topic tonight is called Awful, Arrogant, and Asinine in Arizona. Is Survivor Series WarGames going to be any good this Saturday? Then I'm going to give you all of my predictions. Terrible show. Now, by the way, I was really going to name my topic tonight Gruesome, Gawky, and Gross tonight. And Gross in Greensdale, but I decided to stick with this instead. So my topic tonight is Awful, Arrogant, and Asinine in Atlanta tonight. I figured I said to myself, or I'll just call it Awful, Arrogant, and Asinine in Arizona, aka Gruesome, Gawky, and Gross in Glendale. Will Survivor Series WarGames be a good event this Saturday? I'm going to give all you my predictions. But before I open up the show tonight, I'll open up the show with a little bit of music. I'm going to open the show with Madonna's hit single, Holiday. Despite that, since it's Thanksgiving time. So here it is. Stick around. We're right back. My view. We'll get the music set up. Right back. Okay, here it is. Holiday. Madonna, all you just heard. I'm gonna hit single from 84 or 83. Welcome to my show tonight. Name my topic tonight, like I said, it's called Awful, Arrogant, and Asinine in Arizona, aka Gruesome, Gawky, and Gross in Glendale. Is Survivor Series WarGames going to be any good in this Saturday night? Man, this is really a terrible show to start off this Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is this Thursday. See. Okay. Pre-show arrivals, we see a shot of the Desert Diamond Arena with a bunch of fans packing inside. WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair is in the building with Naomi. WWE Women's WWE Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax, SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax will battle Belair tonight. Jackson shown arriving with Tiffany Stratton. Ludwig Kaiser is shown arriving at the arena and will battle Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker in a non-title match. The War Warriors will battle the Judgment Day for the World Tag Team Championship. Both teams are shown arriving separately. World Heavyweight Champion Gunther addresses Damian Priest ahead of Survivor Series WarGames. World Heavyweight Champion Gunther makes his way to the ring this Saturday at Survivor Series WarGames. This Saturday at Survivor Series WarGames, he will defend the title against former champion Damian Priest. Hold on, the screen is freezing up, everybody. Damian Priest. Gunther defeated Priest to win the title at SummerSlam 2024 last August. Jackie Redmond is in the ring with Gunther. She wants to talk about his match against Damian Priest at Survivor Series. But first, she wants to address something that happened last week. Last week on Raw, Gunther tried to blindside Damian Priest, only for Priest to thwart his attempt and take him down. Redman says Gunther's time in WWE has been nothing but dominant. Ever since a rare loss against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, we've seen a different side of him. Damian Priest says Gunther is no longer the champion, is no longer the confident champion who never loses. So what is Gunther's response to what Priest said? The crowd loudly boos. Gunther and boos. Crowd loudly boos. Gunther. Gunther paces around and looks exhausted. Before he can say anything, Damian Priest heads to the ring to a huge ovation. Priest tells Gunther not to interrupt him. Gunther can tell the world how easy it'll be to beat him. Gunther says nothing. Priest tells Redman to give the microphone to Gunther because he wants to see if the champion grew a set and will say something to his face. Redman sheepishly hands the microphone to Gunther and leaves the ring. Priest says Gunther is trying to seem like the old Gunther is back, but they knew it's not true. Gunther used to have a killer vibe, and no one would make a move on him. Maybe the pressure of being a champion got to him. Priest understands what he wants to pressure back. Gunther has accomplished a lot in his life. Priest knows why he's the way he is. In Gunther's life, he's never had to deal with a problem like Priest. In Survivor Series, this problem is taking that championship. What happens to the ring general when he loses to a guy from the street? Gunther sneers at him. Priest invites him to talk away since this is his segment. Gunther approaches Priest and holds the microphone to his mouth. Gunther then drops the microphone. Gunther then turns and hits the Priest in the head twice with the microphone. Gunther mounts. Priest and punches away at him. Priest pushes him off, but Gunther big boots him down. Gunther is fired up and throws Priest out of the ring. Gunther connects with a short arm clothesline on the floor before clearing the commentary table. Referee runs down and Priest grabs Gunther and sends him into the ring post. Priest punches away at Gunther before putting him through the commentary table with a razor's edge. Priest grabs the World Heavyweight Championship and holds it up over Gunther before throwing it down on him. Gunther is lying on the ground in a broken heap. Priest walks off celebrating. Video. Last Friday on SmackDown, WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Jade Cargill was visually attacked backstage and put through a car windshield. There's no timetable for her return. Then we'll see a backstage segment. WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair is warming up backstage when Naomi approaches her. Naomi asks how Cargill is. Belair says she won't return for a while, but the injuries are bad. When they figure out who did it, they'll take that person out. Naomi says they need to figure out who their fifth member will be in WarGames. Sky walks up and suggests Kairi Sane. Belair is unsure about having more damage control in the match. Rhea Ripley walks up in a black face mask protecting her fractured orbital socket. She deserved it. Ripley says whoever they choose needs to carry their weight and stay out of her way. Belair says since Rhea Ripley is calling it Team Rhea, if she has any suggestions, Rhea doesn't care as long as they leave her to Liv Morgan. Belair scoffs at her leadership and says she'll carry the team in the WarGames Advantage match. In the arena, the LWO makes their way to the ring. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee will battle American Made next. Now we'll see a tornado tag team match. LWO Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus American Made Brutus and Julius Creed. The Creed brothers take it to Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Julius whips Mysterio into the sternum first into the turnbuckles. The Creeds attack Lee and whip him hard into the turnbuckles. Lee collapses in pain. They pull him up and whip Lee into Mysterio. Brutus obnoxiously laughs at them. The Creeds send Lee into the ropes, but Lee takes Brutus down with a running Hurricanrana. Lee then throws Mysterio into the air for a seated senton on Julius. Mysterio follows up with a Corbata for a 2 count. Mysterio and Lee attack Brutus with strikes covering for a 2 count. They send Brutus into the ropes, but he attacks them. Julius follows up with a clothesline and gets Mysterio out of the ring. Brutus puts Lee on top of the and clubs away at him. Brutus climbs the top ropes, but Lee headbutts him into the tree of woe. Julius leaps over his brother to the top rope and hits Lee with a beautiful top rope suplex. Julius knees Lee in the face for a near fall. Mysterio gets on the apron and shoulders Julius before attempting a sunset flip, but Julius pulls him up for a powerbomb. Julius charges and hits Brutus with a Hurricanrana off the apron to the floor. Mysterio then counters Julius with Julius powerbomb into a Hurricanrana into the ropes. Mysterio goes for a 619, but Julius pops up and clotheslines him. We return to a commercial break. Here we go, commercial break. We return from the break to see Julius whip Mysterio into the corner. Mysterio boots him back and comes off the second rope with a dive, but Julius catches him in the press. Julius does a cartwheel slam and basically gives himself a DDT. Julius sells it and knocks Lee off the apron before jumping to the top rope for a 450 splash on Mysterio. 1-2, Lee breaks it up. Brutus runs in, but Lee strikes him back. Brutus reverses a whip into the corner and charges, but Lee sidesteps it. Lee hits a slingshot kick on Brutus and backs up into the opposite corner. Lee charges and hits Julius with the Operation Dragon. Lee covers 1-2, but Brutus breaks it up. Lee reverses a whip on Brutus into the corner. Brutus drops him on the apron, but Lee knocks him back. Lee goes to the top rope, but Brutus cuts him off. Brutus climbs to the top ropes, and Julius joins him on the middle rope. A 619 chant picks up. Lee fights the Creeds, and Mysterio hits the Creeds in the legs with the 619. Lee then jumps off the top rope, and double stomps the Creeds. Stomps the Creeds down to the mat. Lee and Mysterio dropkick Brutus out of the ring. Mysterio follows up with a sliding splash onto the floor. Lee hits the ropes and drives at Julius, but he overshoots it. That was scary. Julius pops up and finishes the spot that was supposed to happen. Julius hitting Lee with a suplex on the floor. Julius gets in the ring, but Mysterio knocks him into the ropes. Mysterio knocks Brutus into the corner, but nearly taking out the referee in the process. Gable appears at ringside and twists Mysterio's mask around. Julius rolls Mysterio up for the pin. The winner is American Made. Bullshit. Total garbage. Chad Gable Wireless celebrates with their Creed brothers at ringside in their zeal. They knock Gable over. American Made poses on the commentary table. Video: social media reactions to the return of Paul Heyman and CM Punk on SmackDown. That makes no sense for CM Punk to be on SmackDown. This is garbage. I mean, he's on the Raw roster. It's crazy. The video has 72 million views on YouTube. In the arena, Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker heads to the ring. He'll be in action against Ludwig Kaiser next. Undisputed World Wrestling Entertainment Champion American Nightmare Cody Rhodes will be on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Thanksgiving night. Judgment Day Clubhouse. WWE World Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD McDonough are backstage with Raw Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Dirty Dum Dum, and Carlito, and Carlito. R-Truth walks up and says he needs to place to hide from Butch. Balor says R-Truth needs a place to hide if he doesn't leave. R-Truth says they're not family anymore, and Thanksgiving is off. R-Truth walks off. Balor calms Carlito down and says the time for fun and games is over. Morgan needs the advantage in WarGames since Priest and Dominic couldn't stop Damian Priest. He's on the track for a World Heavyweight title. Dom and Carlito lost to War Warriors last week. They softened them up, and the War Warriors for them, making a peace between good tag team players. Balor says the Judgment as a teamwork will keep the Judgment Day as tag team champions for 154 days and counting. Morgan and Rodriguez will leave WarGames victorious. It will be great great week for the Judgment Day. There are no leaders, but when they listen to Balor, they are one big happy family. Successful family. One big, happy, successful family. My mistake. Now we'll see a non-title match. Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser. Last Monday on Raw, Ludwig Kaiser interrupted an Intercontinental Championship match with Braun Breaker and Sheamus officially attacking both men. The bell rings. Breaker and immediately powers Kaiser to the corner and shows the way at the midsection. Breaker sends Kaiser flying into the overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Kaiser quickly rakes the eyes and punches Breaker into the corner. Breaker punches back, and they begin trading punches. Kaiser chops him, so Breaker quickly hits the ropes, and Wilder clotheslines him down. Breaker puts Kaiser on the top rope, but Kaiser thumbs Kaiser thumb to the eyes again. Breaker comes back scaling the ropes, but Kaiser slips through the legs. Kaiser knocks Breaker back and charges, but Breaker takes him out with a spinning gut buster. Kaiser rolls out of the ring to recover. Breaker exits the ring on the other side and charges, but Kaiser sidesteps him. Breaker runs full fist with his sternum into the corner of the commentary table that looked brutal. Then we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Kaiser applying abdominal stretch. Kaiser digs his elbow into Breaker's injured ribs. Breaker tries to fight out, but Kaiser scoop slams him down. Kaiser grabs the arm and punches ribs a few times. Kaiser backs up and circles Breaker before kicking him in the chest. Kaiser slaps Breaker into the face and he slaps the head. Breaker gets fired up and takes it to Kaiser with a double driving clothesline. Breaker punches him down twice before slamming Kaiser down. Breaker blocks a kick from Kaiser, but Kaiser knees him in the mouth. Kaiser goes to the top rope, but Breaker scales the ropes and hits a Frankensteiner. The crowd loudly barks as Breaker pulls the straps down, and Breaker charges, but Kaiser wipes him out with an enziguri. Breaker calls out of the ring and lies on the steel steps. Kaiser gets out on the other side of the ring, but Sheamus runs down and attacks Kaiser. The referee calls for the bell. Winner by disqualification, Ludwig Kaiser. Garbage. Sheamus takes it to Kaiser and punches away at him. Breaker pulls Sheamus back and Sheamus gets in his face. Raw General GM Adam Pearce runs down with several security guards and WWE officials. Breaker and Sheamus begin exchanging blows before they are pulled apart. Then we go to commercial break. Sheamus, Braun Breaker, and Ludwig Kaiser are widely filing on stage as we return from the break. Security separates them. Raw general manager and Adam Pearce screams that he has seen enough. Since everyone wants to fight, they will have a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series this Saturday night. They all break free and start brawling again before the order is restored. Sheamus is fired up. Last Friday on SmackDown, Paul Heyman and CM Punk return. Punk will be the 5th member of the original Bloodline at Survivor Series WarGames. Stupid booking. Kathy Kelly is backstage with Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. She asks about the return of Paul Heyman and CM Punk. Zayn says they were shocked. They're ready to go into the match 5-on-4. Now they have CM Punk. CM Punk is a complicated guy. Everyone who knows him has a complicated history with him. Punk and Roman Reigns will sit down and talk on Friday. Zayn wants to trust Punk, but the question is if they can. Jimmy Uso says the wise man is vouching for Punk. You just need the Yeet man to win a WarGames match against Jake Fatu on Friday. Jey Uso is fired up and says he will win. Then we go to a World Tag Team Championship with Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and JD McDonagh versus the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. Finn Balor will start the match against Eric. Eric takes it to Balor and brings JD McDonagh into the hard way. Eric runs through Balor and McDonagh with a double clothesline. Ivar tags in and McDonagh is sent into the ring. Sent into the ring. Sent into the ring. Ding, 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 ding. Sent into the ring. Eric then scoops, slams Ivar into the Balor. Ivar goes into the apron and takes out Balor and McDonagh with a somersault senton. Then we're going to be commercial break. We come back from the break to see Balor applying a front face lock to Eric during commercial break. The Judgment Day is targeted by Eric's recently healed neck. Eric fights up, but Balor clinches in the hole. Eric tries to tries for a back body drop. Balor counters it into a sunset flip attempt. Eric goes for a cannonball, but Balor moves. McDonagh tags in and hits a snapmare. Balor tags back in and hits a slingshot stomp. McDonagh tags in and falls over the slingshot splash for a 2 count. McDonagh isn't happy with the referee's count. Balor tags in, but Eric fights back with the right hands. Eric knocks Balor back and punches McDonagh. Balor cuts off the momentum following an elbow drop for a 2 count. McDonagh tags in and goes for an avalanche, but Eric moves. Balor quickly tags in and he stops Eric from making the tag. Eric gets a burst of energy and wipes Balor out with a straight right hand. Ivar and McDonagh tag in. Ivar hits a back body drop followed by a sidewalk slam. Ivar flattens him with a basement crossbody block. McDonagh sidesteps an avalanche, but Ivar hits a senton. Balor runs in, but Ivar takes him out with a spinning kick. Ivar gets the crowd going and hits McDonagh with a Bronco Buster. Eric tags in. Well, the War Raiders hit a pop-up power slam, but Balor breaks up the pin. McDonagh and Dominic Mysterio and Carlito run down, but the War Raiders they take them out. The War Raiders hit McDonald with a War Machine 1-2. Mysterio puts McDonald's foot in the bottom rope. The referee ejects Mysterio from the ringside. Eric then takes Carlito out, kicks out Mysterio and Carlito. Eric goes to the top rope, but Bell grabs him by the beard and snaps him off the top rope. McDonald covers Eric for the win. Winners by pinfall and still World Tag Team Champions to Judgment Day. Crap. Terrible. Next week, Raw, the WWE will celebrate 10. Oh, screen is freezing, everybody. Hold on a second, screen is freezing. Yeah, next week on Raw, WWE will celebrate 10 years of a New Day. And this was a terrible segment right here. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are backstage. Woods says he wants to squash the last few months because he loves Kingston. Kingston says he's proud of what they've done. Next week they'll celebrate 10 years. For now, they'll show the world what the New Day is all about. New Day make their entrance. They'll face Alpha Academy next. And go to commercial. And wow, Vanessa Hudgens is at ringside. One of my favorite actors. I love Vanessa Hudgens. Had a crush on her when I saw her in High School Musical. Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens is at ringside. And tag team match in New Day versus Alpha Academy. New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa versus Maxine Dupree. The New Day disagrees over who will start the match. Kofi Kingston will start, but Xavier Woods blind tags in before anything happens. Kingston rolls his eyes. Otis takes Woods down before taking Kingston down. Otis hits Kingston with a cowbell elbow drop. Tozawa tags in and hits Woods with a Sky Senton splash for the win. Winners by pinfall, Alpha Academy. Kingston and Woods argue in the ring about this fast defeat. Woods shouts that he was supposed to be the quarterback and walks off. Kingston chases him after him and is furious. Wow, you know this? They see the camera following. You know this scene. This reminds me of Hogan and Savage in '89. This segment. The camera follows them through gorilla position and into the hallway. Woods says Kingston is wrestling like garbage. Kingston says he's done nothing but to help Woods. Kingston gave him his Intercontinental Championship and kneel while he was the king of the ring. All Woods has done is fumble the shots and the crown. There's a reason why he and Big E never let him call the shots. Woods is too reckless. Woods remembers when Kingston was too terrified to take a risk. Woods is the reason Kingston became champion. Kingston says he he said he was a Hall of Famer when Woods asked to join him. Woods shouldn't be talking about championships and titles. Woods has never won a singles championship by himself. Woods is not good enough to be a champion like him. And that is not Kingston's fault. Woods is furious. Woods says he was good enough to fight for Kingston and take his beatings. Woods believed Kingston and turned into Kofi Mania. Kingston then pissed it away in 6 seconds wow to Brock Lesnar. Kingston says if Woods was anyone else, Woods asked if Kingston would actually get mad if it was somebody else. They are face to face. Kingston says they will see him in the ring next week. They fiercely separate. Terrible segment. That was terrible. I mean, they were just starting. Unbelievable. They were just starting. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary in a couple of weeks, and on December 2nd, now they do this. This is terrible booking. Terrible. Shitty. Then we see a backstage segment. The final testament is backstage. The Miz says that while the Y6 are in the arena, Karrion Kross asks if they saw The Miz. Kross tells Scarlett to stay in the back. They may come with them. Scarlett looks in the mirror and Sister Abigail is in the background. Scarlett is horrified. Too bad. We see the behind the scenes of footage of CM Punk's return last year's Survivor Series on YouTube. The Miz says he was certain he saw the Y6 before Karrion Kross says they'll find him soon. Pete Dunne asks if they seen R-Truth, but they blow him off. They knock on their locker room door, but there is no answer. They walk in, and the locker room is ransacked. Scarlett is terrified and says Nikki Cross did this. On the mirror is written in lipstick, everyone has something to lose. No, I like this. I think the Y6 really needs a push. They do. Then we'll see the video. Before Raw started, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce announced the creation of a new title in WWE, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Earlier tonight, it will be earned with blood, sweat, and tears. It begins next week with a tournament to crown the champion. That's official. This how many? I would say this is garbage. I mean, first they did the Women's United States Championship. Now they're doing the Women's Intercontinental Champion. This is how many titles are gonna have? This is really stupid booking by Triple H. The commentators go over the announced card for the Survivor Series WarGames. In the backstage segment, SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax is backstage with Raw Women's Champion Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Jax says WarGames is over. Win or lose in this advantage match. It's about squashing Bianca Belair. They have the advantage and will win. In the arena, World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair heads to the ring. Then we go to commercial break. Then we see Raw comes back. And we see this video by Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is with his bloodline. Sikoa says we are 5 days away from the Survivor Series 2025. Roman Reigns caught them off guard on Friday. They've got the wise man back on CM Punk and CM Punk on his side. Sikoa says that was a good one, but that's all he'll get. Reigns took his best shot. Now it's Sikoa's turn. This Friday, it's Jay versus Jacob Fatu. The winner of the match will get the advantage of WarGames. Sikoa doesn't care if Reigns or 100 people at his side. Sikoa has the advantage because he is a tribal chief. Sikoa acknowledges his bloodline over with Roman Reigns. This Friday on SmackDown, Jey Uso battles Jacob Fatu in the WarGames and Advantage in the WarGames Advantage match. Bianca Belair has the most wins in WWE in 2012 for 24 wins. Now obviously there was Women's WarGames Advantage match. World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair versus the Raw SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Nia Jax. The bell rings and Jax quickly runs Belair over. Jax throws Belair across the ring and avalanches her. Jax whips Belair into the corner and charges. Belair sidesteps her. Bianca attacks and does the 10 punches in the corner. Jax pulls her out of the corner, but Jax escapes. Belair jumps into the second rope and taunts Jax before flipping over her. Belair drop kicks Jax out of the ring. Belair jumps off the apron, but Jax catches her and drives her into the ring post twice. Jax viciously sends Belair into the barricade. Then we go to a commercial break. Back from the final break of the evening, Belair snaps Jax off the top rope. Belair hits the ropes, but Jax picks her up and hits a scoop slam, followed by a senton splash for a 2 count. Jax sends her to the corner, but Jax counters with a sunset flip attempt. Jax doesn't go down and tries for a cannonball, but Belair moves. Jax gets out of the German suplex. Belair flips through a back suplex and sidesteps Jax. Jax flies into the ring post and falls out of the ring. Jax shouts, "Ow!" Oh, what happened, Jax? Did you lose your hole again? Huge bitch. No offense. Belair takes her out with a plancha. Belair gets Jax in the ring and goes for a handspring standing moonsault, but Jax moves. Jax flattens her with an elbow drop, followed by a leg drop for a 2 count. Jax goes to the second rope and hits a diving leg drop. 1, 2. Belair somehow kicks out. Jax stomps Belair and pulls her back into the corner. Jax goes for an annihilator, but Belair pushes her to the apron. Belair tries to push her up into a suplex, but Jax shoves her off. Jax goes for middle top rope, but Belair cucks her off. Belair presses Jax and slams her down to the mat. Wow, that was flip slam was terrifying. Belair hits a springboard standing moonsault and covers for a near fall. Belair cannot believe it. Jax attacks Blair and hits a vicious Samoan drop. Jax climbs to the top rope middle for an annihilator, but Belair pops up and hits Jax with a German suplex off the middle rope. As Jax goes down, she rips the turnbuckle off the turnbuckle pad off and covers for a near fall. Belair pushes Jax in the corner and goes for a KOD, but Jax gets out. Jax avalanches Belair into an exposed turnbuckle and throws her across the ring. Jax avalanches Belair again and clears the commentary table. Jax delivers a small drop onto the commentary table and gets in the ring. The table does not break. Jax looks for a 2 count, but Belair is moving too quickly. Jax goes outside and drives Belair into steel steps. Jax poses onto the turnbuckles, but Belair pulls Jax down into the exposed turnbuckle. Belair hits Jax with a 450 splash in the advantage. Fourthly splash to win the WarGames advantage match. Winner by pinfall, Bianca Belair. Belair looks at Belair and nods to the show, as the show comes to an end. Looks like Bayley might be the fifth member. You know, I think she must be the one that. How many you think she must be the one that attacked Jade Cargill. A friend of mine thinks it's Bianca, probably Naomi. One of these three must have attacked Bianca. Must have attacked Jade Cargill backstage. Either Bianca, or either it had to be Bailey, or Naomi, or Bianca. Tonight's show was just garbage. Complete garbage tonight. I hated the show. I think Survivor Series War Games is not going to be a really good show. I can tell you that. I think either one of these ladies will turn heel this Saturday. Either Bailey, Naomi, or Bianca. So now it's time for me to get my predictions for Survivor Series War Games. Okay, my predictions. Number 1, the Men's War Games match. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk, with Paul Heyman versus the Bloodline, and Bronson Reed. Let's see. This is a really botched match. This is really terrible. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Roman Reigns, Usos, Sami Zayn, CM Punk. I'm gonna say the OG Bloodline, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk. Match number 2, Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. I say Gunther retains. Women's War Games match. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bailey versus Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. This is like a really terrible match right here. I'm gonna say the Judgment Day, Liv and Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. I'm gonna say either one of the three will turn heel. Either Bianca Belair, Naomi, or Bailey. You would turn heel after the women's War Games match is over. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Luffy Kaiser for the triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. I'm gonna say Braun Breaker is gonna retain. Trust me, Braun Breaker is gonna retain. Now for the United States title, next match, LA versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I say Shinsuke is gonna pull this off because everybody knows that War Games is gonna be like a terrible, shitty show this Saturday night. In my opinion, I know it. Okay, I got doing my review, doing my little predictions and everything. Now you know what it's time for. It's time for my wrestling, my pop culture, like wrestling birthday. Hold on a second. I know what it's time for. Okay, here goes. It's time for something I like to do. It's time for Justin's pop culture history, all the wrestling birthdays, history of sports. Touchy. Get down to business. Let's go to all you hear that theme is a theme from Back to the Future time, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. So let's get down to business. Let's go to November the 23rd, Saturday. Okay, last Saturday was a happy 30th birthday to Aaliyah, former WWE wrestler, female wrestler. 1994, we lost a wrestler named Art Botbar. He died on November 23rd, 1994, known as the American Love Machine. And last Saturday was the 1-year anniversary of the death of wrestler Absolute Andy, German wrestler. Okay. Snooki, MTV personality, turns 35. Oh, wait. 30. Wait, hold on, wait. November the 23rd. So see, hold on a second. Okay. See, trying to see November the 23rd. See, Snooki. Yeah, Snooki, one of my favorite MTV personalities. She turned 36, I believe, 36, Snooki. Or she turned, 37. See, trying to see what else. MTV personality Snooki. She would be at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 20. Was it WrestleMania 20?
We're in the morning.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Yeah, my mom again. I pill. See, WrestleMania. What was that? WrestleMania 20. '27. Yes, WrestleMania 27. To that, yeah, WrestleMania 27. Snooki. Let's see. Mexican wrestler Juventud Guerrera turned 50 yesterday, last Saturday. And Survivor Series 1994 took place in San Antonio, Texas, in Freeman Coliseum on Thanksgiving Eve. In the Survivor Series elimination match, Fatu knows Rikishi, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, and Sione, and the 1-2-3 Kid and the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith defeated Diesel, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kevin Nash, and Jeff Jarrett, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Owen Hart, and Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels by countout. The weapon was Diesel turned babyface. Weapon was Shawn Michaels accidentally kicked Diesel in the face when he was aiming for Razor Ramon, and Shawn Michaels walked out of the ring, never cared about apologizing to him. Apologizing, I mean, he knew it was an accident. He didn't care about apologizing to Diesel. This leaded Big Eddie Cool's Diesel's face turn on Shawn Michaels. And Todd Pettengill was trying to get an interview with Shawn Michaels. He had left the building. Then we go to this next match. The Survivor Series. There's another Survivor match. Cheesy, Jerry King Lawler, Clowns are Us. Yeah, it was Clowns are Us versus the Royal Family. Jerry King Lawler, Cheesy, Queasy, and Sleazy versus Clowns are Us. Doink the Clown, Dink, Pink, and Wink. Survivor Series WarGames elimination match. The winners. Yeah, by pinfall. Yeah, Jerry King Law. The winners are the Survivor, the Sole Survivor. Yeah, Razor Ramon was a Sole Survivor, and Sole Survivors were Cheesy, Queasy, Sleazy, Cheesy, Jerry the King Lawler, Cheesy, Sleazy, and Queasy, Clean Sweet, and what happened was after the match, and then Lawler criticized them for taking the victory, taking credit victory, and then started berating them. Dink, Pink, and Wink emerged from the ring, and all six midgets turned against Lawler and chased him away from the pie. As Lawler tried to scrape, Doink returned and hit him in the face with a pie. The next match was a submission match between WWE Champion Bret the Hitman Hart and challenger Bob Backlund, with the unformed stipulation that the only way to win the match is having this was a submission match, and the only with the aforementioned stipulation that the only way to win the match is to have the opposing corner man, either Owen Hart or Davey Boy Smith, British Bulldog, throw the towel. Bret got the early advantage and wore down Backlund using headlocks, but Backlund broke 3 of the attempted crossface chicken wing on Bret. Bret escaped, but Backlund maintained the advantage by attacking Bret's arm and attempting another crossface chicken wing. Bret used a figure 4 leg lock on Backlund. Hold on a second. Okay, Bret got the early advantage and wore down Backlund using headlocks, but Backlund broke free of the attempted crossface chicken wing on Bret. Bret escaped, but Backlund maintained the advantage by attacking Bret's arm and attempting another crossface chicken wing. Bret used a figure 4 leg lock on Backlund, but Backlund got out of the hole. Bret then applied the sharpshooter into his signature hold on Backlund. Owen entered the ring and clotheslined Bret from behind, causing him to break the hold. Smith then chased around on the ring, but was kayfabe knocked unconscious on the ring steps. While Bret was distracted, Backlund applied a crossface chicken wing and held it onto an attempted period of time. Owen, watching on finding concern for his brother, went to talk to his parents. That's when throwing the towel. Parents Stu and Helen Hart, who was sitting at ringside. Owen begged them to throw Brett's towel to stop the match, claiming that things had gone too far in their rivalry. Stu suspecting Owen was up to no good, refused to listen to his son, and grabbed the towel from behind. Grabbed the towel from Owen. However, after seeing Brett locked over for 9 minutes in a cross-faced chicken wing, Helen had seen enough. She grabbed a towel from her husband and threw it in the ring. Once the referee saw the towel, the match was stopped, and the victory and WWE champion and new WWE champion Owen Hart and Bob Backlund were ready to Backlund, while Owen revealed the ruse by running backstage with a towel over his head and triumphantly. After the match, Owen claimed this would have been the best Thanksgiving ever and caught by screwing Brett out of the WWE title, while Backlund said the win made him feel like God. Wow. That was the first time. That was a real. You see, this is pre screw job, right? This was not the first Survivor Series event where Bret Hart got screwed. This was This was the first time Bret Hart got screwed. This is the first time Bret Hart screwed, and the same thing would happen to him at another Survivor Series event after '97. This was a San Antonio screw job right here. That was a screw job right there. Then we see the next match. Guts and Glory teams Lex Luger, Adam Bomb, and Mabel and the Smoking Guns faced the $1 Million team made up of Tatanka, Bam Bam Bigelow, King Kong Bundy, and Heavenly Bodies. In the next match, Guts and Glory took the lead when Mabel pinned Pritchard, performing crossbody from the second rope. Mabel fought Bundy and Bigelow. Well, he was counting out after a clothesline Bigelow out of the ring. Bigelow then performed a moonsault, a powerbomb, moonsault on Bomb, and got a pinfall. Luger and Del Rey fought back and forth until Luger performed a running forearm smash on Del Rey and got the pinfall. Smoking Guns were eliminated next. As Tatanka pinned Bart and Bundy pinned Billy, Luger fought back by spinning Tatanka with a small package. 7 seconds later, Bundy pinned Luger after performing a splash to get the victory. Bundy and Bigelow and Tatanka continued to attack Luger after the match until Luger's team returned to save him from the ring. The main event was next, featuring The Undertaker versus Yokozuna in a casket match with Chuck Norris, action superstar, one of my all-time favorites. With Chuck Norris as special guest referee. The Undertaker gained the early advantage, but Yokozuna reversed the momentum with a Samoan drop. He tried to put the Undertaker in the casket, but Undertaker fought back. Yokozuna performed a leg drop and placed the Undertaker in the casket. Before Yokozuna could close the lid, however, the Undertaker attacked him, and the two wrestlers fought while standing in the casket. During the scuffle inside the casket, Mr. Fuji tried to interfere by grabbing the Undertaker from the back of his hair, but he turned around, stopped Fuji, and grabbed him with both hands on his throat. Cornette attempted to interfere as well, but struck down by the Undertaker. Undertaker performed a clothesline from the top rope and placed Yokozuna in the casket. King Kong Bundy and Bam Bam Bigelow came down the aisle toward the ring, but Chuck Norris blocked their path. While Norris distracted, however, IRS Erna Schuster entered the ring from the other side and attacked the Undertaker. He placed the Undertaker in the casket, but Undertaker recovered before Yokozuna could close the lid. Jarrett tried to interfere on Yokozuna's behalf, but Norris stopped him with a super kick. The Undertaker performed a DDT and a big boot on Yokozuna, who fell through the ropes in the casket. The Undertaker then snatched the Japanese flag from Fuji's hands, snapped it in two, and slammed the lid to gain the victory. Winner, The Undertaker. Now let's go to some pop culture, some movies released on on November 23rd. A couple of movies released in theaters. The Page Master starring Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd, featuring voices of Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Stewart, and Frank Welker. Junior starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Emma Thompson, and Danny DeVito. A Low Down Dirty Shame starring funny man Keenan Ivory Wayans, Will Smith's wife Jada Pinkett Smith, and Shally Richardson Whitfield from Posse with Mario Van Peebles. Really good actress. And let's see. Now let's go to 2014. Some wrestling. Survivor Series 2014. Survivor Series 2014 took place at the Enterprise Center in aka Scott Trade Center, Kiel Center, Service Center in St. Louis, Missouri. 12,000 were in attendance. Opening the match, The Miz and Damien Sandow defeated Diego, Fernando, Goldust, and Stardust and Jey Uso and the Usos in a fatal 4-way tag team match. Become the new tag team champions, WWE tag team champions. Alicia Fox, Emma, and Naomi and Natalia defeated Cameron, Layla, Paige, and Summer Rae in the Survivor Series Women's Survivor Series elimination match. Bray Wyatt defeated Dean Ambrose by DQ. Anna Rose and the Bunny defeated Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil. Nikki Bella defeated AJ Lee for Divas title. And weapon was Brie kissed AJ, turning heel. Payback for WrestleMania 29, where she kissed her husband Daniel Bryan. It was a little screw job right there. And that was stupid booking. I mean, it doesn't make sense for Nikki Bella, for Brie Bella and Nikki Bella to reunite, because all bad shit. Nikki Bella has treated Brie Bella in the past, or stabbing in her back at SummerSlam 2014 against Stephanie McMahon. It really doesn't make sense for them to reunite. It's bad booking. Doesn't make sense. Dolph Ziggler and Eric Rowan and John Cena defeated Ryback in the Big Show. Dolph Ziggler and Eric Rowan and John Cena and Ryback defeated Kane, Luke Harper, Mark Henry, and Rusev and Seth Rollins in Survivor Series match. The stipulation was that if Team Cena wins, the Authority will be out of power. If Team Authority wins, members will be fired, and then Big Show turned heel, and there was a surprise. Sting did his WWE debut, interfered and costing giving the win to John Cena. John Cena and giving John Team Cena the win means that the Authority is out of power, and Stephanie McMahon broke down in tears crying. Okay. November the 24th. Yesterday was a happy birthday to 44th birthday to Beth Phoenix, currently married to Edge. Sumi Saki turned Irish wrestler before there was Becky Lynch, there was Velvet Irish wrestler Velvet McIntyre turned 60. Turned 62 yesterday. Yeah, Becky, before there was Becky Lynch, there was Velvet McIntyre. And 2014, the night after Survivor Series 2014, Monday Night Raw, Indianapolis, where I am, Greenfield House, aka Bankers Field Life House, Pasenco Field House. 9,000 were in attendance. Ryback defeated Mark Henry. Dean Ambrose defeated Luke Harper by DQ. The Miz and Damien Sandow defeated Goldust and Stardust for WWE Tag Team Championship. Fandango defeated Justin Gabriel. Brie Bell defeated AJ Lee. Natalya and Tyson Kidd defeated Adam Rose and Bunny in a mixed tag team match. Dolph Ziggler and John Cena defeated Jamie Noble, Joel Mercury, and Seth Rollins. Handicap match. And this was the night when Daniel Bryan made his return. And it really made no sense. I don't know why didn't Brie Bella explain why she helped Nikki Bella retain help AJ Lee help her sister help why she cost AJ Lee the title and why she helped her sister win. Stupid booking that night. In 2004, two movies released in theaters. Nationwide. Alexander, starring Val Kilmer, Angelina Jolie, Jared Leto. I think Anthony Hopkins was in that movie. And Christmas with a Crank, starring Tim Allen, Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Let's see what else. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see where. Second, see, Monday Night Football. Okay, on ESPN's Monday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills defeated the New York Jets 38-3. Okay. 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 Let's go to today's November the 25th. Okay, WWE fan Connor Mc, Connor Milicek um um would have been 19 today. Connor, WWE fan, he had cancer. Sad. Part of Make a Wish Foundation. That 10 years ago today. It would have been his birthday today. Josh Matthews turns 44 today, former WWE commentator and former WWE interviewer. Blackjack Mulligan would have been Blackjack Mulligan. Blackjack Mulligan would have been 82 today. Johnny Valiant, 78 would have been 78 today. Johnny Valiant. Okay. Okay, on this day in 2004, on SmackDown, there was a big Thanksgiving. Big Show had a little Thanksgiving party. SmackDown 2004, and then after Survivor Series 2000. Let's see what else. A WWE main event. Miz and Damian Minow defeated Los Matadores. Fandango Rosa Mendes defeated Anna Rose, the Bunny. Natalia defeated Layla by submission. Dean Ambrose defeated Kane. And that's it. So that's all mine. I got everything covered. So right now, I got something to close out with all of you tonight. Got everything covered. And close out the show with a song called Think of Laura by Christopher Cross. Hope all of you have a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, we'll close out the show with the one and only. Here, Christopher Cross, Think of Laura. And I want all of you have a great, hope all of you have a good Thanksgiving. And as the late Chad Hemsworth says, like to dress up like Chubby Checker, sing like Lionel Richie, like to get in that hot tub when we sweat, when we dry, when we wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing the impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live, doing the hot tub, because I watched the reruns of Saturday Night Live back in the 80s. I mean, back in the 90s. I never grew up in the 80s. I watched the reruns of it back in the 90s on Comedy Central. So have a good night. Here's number one hit single from 1984, Think of Laura by Christopher Cross. Good night, everybody.